From campfire stories to blockbuster movies, ghosts have captivated our imaginations for centuries. The allure of the supernatural has always been a part of human culture, transcending time and geography. Whether it's the thrill of a ghost story told around a flickering campfire or the spine-tingling suspense of a horror film in a darkened theater, the presence of ghosts in our narratives is undeniable. The idea of spirits lingering after death, interacting with our world, is both intriguing and unsettling. These spectral entities, often depicted as apparitions in old houses or wandering through misty graveyards, evoke a sense of mystery and fear. The eerie ambience of an abandoned building only adds to the chilling effect, making us question the boundaries between the living and the dead. We are drawn to the unknown, eager to find evidence of life after death. This curiosity has led many to explore haunted locations, armed with ghost hunting equipment, in hopes of capturing proof of the paranormal. The anxious expressions of those who venture into these dark places reflect our collective desire to understand what lies beyond our mortal existence. Paranormal activity, with its unexplained sights and sounds, sends shivers down our spines and keeps us hooked on the possibility of glimpsing the other side. Flickering lights, mysterious noises, and ghostly figures moving in the background are all phenomena that fuel our fascination. These experiences, whether real or imagined, tap into our deepest fears and curiosities, but how much of it is real and how much is our minds playing tricks? The line between reality and illusion is often blurred in these situations. Optical illusions and the power of suggestion can easily make us see things that aren't there. The human mind is a powerful tool, capable of creating vivid experiences that feel incredibly real. Throughout history, cultures worldwide have shared tales of ghosts and spirits. These stories, often told around fires or during cultural festivals, have been a way for communities to connect with their past and explain the unexplainable. Ancient ruins and historical sites are frequently associated with ghostly legends, adding a layer of mystique to these locations. These stories, passed down through generations, often served as cautionary tales or explanations for the unexplainable. They have been preserved in old books and through oral traditions, with each retelling adding new layers to the narrative. Historical reenactments of ghost sightings and the eager faces of children listening to elders' tales highlight the enduring nature of these stories. In modern times, technology has provided new tools for investigating these claims, with ghost hunting shows and paranormal investigators becoming increasingly popular. The advent of night vision cameras, electromagnetic field detectors, and other sophisticated equipment has brought a new dimension to the search for ghosts. These tools aim to provide tangible evidence of the paranormal, bridging the gap between ancient legends and contemporary science. While some dismiss these phenomena as mere superstition, others believe they offer a glimpse into a realm beyond our understanding. The debate between skeptics and believers is ongoing, with each side presenting compelling arguments. Skeptics often attribute ghost sightings to psychological factors or environmental conditions, while believers passionately recount their personal encounters with the supernatural. This essay will delve into the world of ghosts, exploring both historical and modern instances of paranormal claims and examining the psychological and scientific explanations behind it. By looking at historical documents, modern investigation footage, and scholarly research, we aim to uncover the truth behind our fascination with ghosts. Whether you are a skeptic or a believer, the journey into the unknown promises to be both enlightening and thrilling. The world of entertainment often blurs the lines between fact and fiction, especially when it comes to ghost stories. One such tale involves the iconic Bollywood actress Dimple Kapadia and her alleged encounter with a ghost on a film set. According to legend, Kapadia was shooting a scene in an old, abandoned building rumored to be haunted. As the story goes, Kapadia felt a cold presence near her and heard strange whispers, despite being alone on set. She claimed to have seen objects move mysteriously and felt an overwhelming sense of dread. This experience left her shaken and contributed to the growing legend of the haunted film set. While Kapadia's story is anecdotal, it highlights the powerful connection between the entertainment industry and our fascination with the paranormal. Such tales, whether true or embellished, fuel our imagination and keep the mystery of ghosts alive. The horror genre thrives on our fear of the unknown, and ghost stories provide ample fodder for chilling cinematic experiences. Many popular horror films derive from real-life events, blurring the lines between fiction and reality, and amplifying our fear of the paranormal. The Exorcist, a film based on a supposedly true story of demonic possession, terrified audiences and sparked widespread panic about the supernatural. Similarly, the Amityville Horror capitalized on the public's fascination with a supposedly haunted house, presenting a fictionalized account of a family terrorized by evil spirits. While these films are works of fiction, their basis in real-life claims lends them an air of authenticity, making them all the more terrifying. The success of such films demonstrates our enduring fascination with ghosts and the power of storytelling to tap into our deepest fears. Section 4. The Fox Sisters Pioneering Spirit Communication. The story of the Fox Sisters is a landmark case in the history of spiritualism. In the mid-19th century, these three sisters from New York claimed to communicate with spirits through a series of mysteries of myth. Their journey began in 1848 in a small house in Hydesville, New York, where strange noises were first heard. These rappings, which seemed to respond to questions, quickly drew the attention of neighbors and soon the entire community. The sisters, Leah, Margaret, and Kate, became the center of attention as they demonstrated their supposed ability to communicate with the dead. Their seances drew huge crowds with people traveling from far and wide to witness the phenomenon. The Fox sisters' fame spread rapidly, and they became celebrities of the spiritualist movement, which was gaining momentum during this period. Newspapers and magazines of the time were filled with stories of their seances, and they were invited to perform in major cities. Their influence was so significant that they inspired many others to explore and practice spiritualism. People flocked to witness the sisters' alleged communication with the dead, eager to connect with lost loved ones or receive messages from beyond the grave. The emotional impact of these seances was profound, offering comfort and hope to many who were grieving. The desire to connect with the afterlife was a powerful draw, and the Fox sisters capitalized on this yearning. Their methods, however, were met with skepticism from the start. Many people, including scientists and skeptics, questioned the authenticity of their claims. The Fox sisters' methods, however, were met with skepticism from the start. Critics accused them of trickery, suggesting they produced the rapping sounds themselves. Despite the growing skepticism, the sisters continued to perform, and their following remained strong. Critics accused them of trickery, suggesting they produced the rapping sounds themselves. Years later, one of the sisters confessed to using her toes to create the noises, exposing the entire operation as a hoax. This revelation shocked many of their followers and cast a shadow over the entire spiritualist movement. Critics accused them of trickery, suggesting they produced the rapping sounds themselves. Years later, one of the sisters confessed to using her toes to create the noises, exposing the entire operation as a hoax. This revelation shocked many of their followers and cast a shadow over the entire spiritualist movement. Years later, one of the sisters confessed to using her toes to create the noises, exposing the entire operation as a hoax. This revelation shocked many of their followers and cast a shadow over the entire spiritualist movement. One of the sisters confessed to using her toes to create the noises, exposing the entire operation as a hoax. This revelation shocked many of their followers and cast a shadow over the entire spiritualist movement, exposing the entire operation as a hoax. The Fox sisters' story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of blind faith and the importance of critical thinking when evaluating paranormal claims. Their rise and fall highlight the human desire to believe in something beyond our understanding and the ease with which that desire can be manipulated. The Fox sisters' story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of blind faith and the importance of critical thinking when evaluating paranormal claims. Their rise and fall highlight the human desire to believe in something beyond our understanding and the ease with which that desire can be manipulated. The Fox sisters' story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of blind faith and the importance of critical thinking when evaluating paranormal claims. Their rise and fall highlight the human desire to believe in something beyond our understanding and the ease with which that desire can be manipulated. Section 5. The Amityville Horror, a House of Lies. The Amityville Horror stands as one of the most famous haunted house cases in history. In 1974, Ronald DeFugiar shot and killed 6 members of his family in their Amityville, New York home. A year later, George and Kathy Lutz moved into the house with their children, only to flee after 28 days, claiming to have been terrorized by paranormal activity. The Lutz family story became a media sensation, spawning a best-selling book and a series of horror films. However, investigations later revealed inconsistencies and fabrications in their account. Lawyers for George Lutz admitted that they had created much of the story, and neighbors disputed many of the family's claims. The Amityville Horror case highlights how easily a compelling story can capture the public imagination, even when evidence to support it is lacking. Section 6. Steve Huff and the Spirit Box, a modern ghost story. In the age of social media, paranormal investigations have taken on a new form, with self-proclaimed ghost hunters using technology to connect with the dead. So, platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok have become the new haunted houses, where ghost hunters share their eerie experiences and findings with a global audience. This digital age has given rise to a new breed of paranormal enthusiasts who rely heavily on gadgets and devices to validate their claims. Steve Huff, a paranormal investigator, gained notoriety for his use of a device called the Spirit Box to allegedly communicate with spirits. Huff's journey into the paranormal began years ago, driven by a personal quest to understand the afterlife. His methods, though controversial, have garnered a significant following. The Spirit Box, a device that scans radio frequencies, is central to his investigations. Huff claimed that the Spirit Box could scan radio frequencies, allowing spirits to manipulate the sounds and form words. This process, according to Huff, enables real-time communication with the deceased. The device rapidly sweeps through AM and FM bands, creating a cacophony of white noise and fragmented audio snippets. Proponents believe that spirits can use this noise to convey messages, while skeptics argue that the perceived words are merely coincidental or the result of auditory pareidolia. One of Huff's most controversial claims involved communicating with the spirit of the late actor Sushant Singh Rajput, who died in 2020. This particular session drew widespread attention, not only because of Rajput's celebrity status but also due to the mysterious circumstances surrounding his death. Huff's video purportedly featuring Rajput's spirit sparked a media frenzy and divided public opinion. Huff posted videos online of his alleged conversations with Rajput's spirit, attracting millions of views and sparking intense debate. The videos showed Huff asking questions and receiving what he claimed were direct responses from Rajput's spirit. These sessions were met with a mix of fascination and skepticism, with some viewers convinced of their authenticity and others accusing Huff of fabricating the entire experience. Critics accused Huff of exploiting a tragedy for personal gain and manipulating audio recordings to create the illusion of spirit communication. Experts in audio analysis and paranormal research scrutinized the recordings, pointing out inconsistencies and potential signs of tampering. The ethical implications of Huff's work were also called into question, with many arguing that it was disrespectful to the memory of the deceased and their grieving families. The case of Steve Huff and the Spirit Box exemplifies how technology can be used to perpetuate paranormal beliefs, even in the absence of credible evidence. It highlights the power of modern media to shape public perception and the fine line between genuine investigation and sensationalism. As technology continues to evolve, so too will the methods and controversies surrounding paranormal research, leaving us to ponder the true nature of these ghostly encounters.